Representative Thielen.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm rising in support of the measure, but with a very serious reservation about one provision in House Bill 1296.
I think it's 1286, House Draft 2.
1286, thank you. Mr. Speaker, when you look at the purpose of the bill, it's just excellent, about eliminating Hawaii's dependence on imported fuels for electrical generation. This is excellent. And having utility scale models that place the social and financial interests of Hawaii ratepayers first. Again, it's excellent, putting this into law. But then you turn to page 4 of the bill, and this is my concern. It is talking about liquefied natural gas being used as a transitional limited-term replacement of petroleum for electricity generation. My concern is, I believe this bill should have said prohibiting liquefied natural gas to be used, Mr. Speaker, in our state. What I find is really difficult, it's quite a conflict where we want to be the greenest state in the nation, and we're really working on that, we're really moving ahead. We're now faced with a situation where we have a utility, very large utility from the mainland that plans to buy Hawaiian Electric, our local utility. And next year is solar investments in Florida in 2 years dropped in half. In other words, they're looking at other sources of energy production, and liquefied natural gas is on the top. So here we are, Mr. Speaker, trying to be the greenest state in the nation, and then we're going to allow this company, or Hawaiian Electric, if it doesn't get bought by next year, we're going to allow them to use liquefied natural gas. Yes, it's as a transitional limited term, but we're allowing that. So here is Green Hawaii saying, okay, we'll bring in the liquefied natural gas. We know that that's developed by fracking, which is a very damaging production. The fracking actually generates greenhouse gas emissions, releases hazardous air pollutants, large volumes of water have to be used, contaminates drinking water, and according to the Ohio Department of Natural Resources, creates earthquakes. So it's devastating, but not right in our island. It's devastating to other places in the nation where they take the hit from fracking. Their residents take the hit from fracking, the health hazards, and then we bring the LNG into Hawaii trying to maintain our green image and our green energy reputation. But what we're doing, let me just talk about a couple of places, what we're allowing to be done. There's a small area called Avella in Pennsylvania, and the fracking fluid caught fire and exploded with flames going 200 feet in the air, burning for 6 hours, producing a thick black smoke cloud visible 10 miles away. Soil then sampled on the site contained arsenic at 6,430 times the permissible level, and there were other very difficult, damaging occurrences. Granger Township in Ohio, another place that we would trash, or is being trashed from fracking. There are other small...
Representative Fukumoto Chang, would you yield your time? Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Speaker. I will note this is my only time I'm speaking today, so I hope you'll bear with me. I'm really concerned, Mr. Speaker.
You're doing fine, Representative Thielen.
you. Thank you. I'm really concerned, Mr. Speaker. Here's Pavilion, Wyoming, Bainbridge, Ohio, Bradford Township, Pennsylvania, Muncie, Pennsylvania. These places are really getting hammered by the fracking that is going on. These are people that are just having health hazards. Their towns are really damaged. They're places you would not want to go. You would not want to live. So how can we in Hawaii say, oh, it's okay, we'll use LNG for a limited time as a bridge? It's a bridge over troubled waters. It's a bridge over polluted waters. We shouldn't, as a green state, say it's okay to let other areas be damaged. We'll just bring that in here and use it. Instead, Mr. Speaker, this bill should have a prohibition on it. We should look to the resources that we have. NextEra is cracking down and using a much smaller amount of solar now. We shouldn't let that happen if they end up buying the utility. We should mandate that the solar connections continue and expand far beyond that. We have ocean energy. The wave energy converter has been put offshore Marine Corps Base, Hawaii. 2 more are in the process of being deployed. Those will all be in the water this year. Each island can produce great amounts of power from using the resources in the ocean. We have the solars I've mentioned. We have wind, and now with buffer zones, it could be more palatable in areas. We have geothermal on the Big Island. LNG should not play a role in Hawaii, Mr. Speaker. We should take this firm, green approach, no LNG allowed in Hawaii to be brought in. And then, Mr. Speaker, we can say Hawaii is a green state, and Hawaii isn't harming other areas in our nation to serve our energy needs. So I support all of the provisions with the exception of the LNG in this bill, Mr. Speaker, and I would like members to look at this and think about what we should truly be doing to be leaders. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative. Any further discussion, members? Representative LoPresti,
Standing with reservations,
please proceed.
I'd like the words of the previous speaker to know the journal as if they were my own.
So ordered.